Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. This is the morning briefing on the 15th day of May, 2023. It is a Monday morning, and as I look out the window of the home office, not a cloud to be found. It is a good-looking day. Going to be a warm day, but temperatures actually probably a little bit cooler than what we had over the weekend. For downtown Sacramento, Saturday hit 96, Sunday hit 91. Today we're looking at 88, 89, something like that. A bit more of a delta breeze working in the area today, and that's one of the things we'll watch throughout the week is the marine layer with the delta breeze and how that'll impact valley temperatures. But throughout the week, temperatures will stay above average, which right now is low 80s. And the other thing we'll be watching with the warm weather this week is going to be the snowmelt and the impact that it'll be having on area rivers in the Sierra, like the Merced River and the impact that'll have on Yosemite, as well as the Carson River and the Walker River on the east side of the Sierra. I do want to start off this morning by showing you a couple of cool features. Here's the marine layer impacting areas like Napa, into the Delta, and then, of course, along the coast. That's the fog along the coast. See the snowpack in the Sierra, a couple of high, thin clouds, but look at Lake Tahoe. Look at Lake Tahoe. It's all covered in white. There is a low deck of fog that is right over the lake. And this is the way it looks from heavenly. So you're looking down at Lake Tahoe, and as you can see, there is a deck of fog right over the lake itself. So here's what's going on. The lake, of course, is relatively cool compared to the air around it. The air is much, much warmer, but with the warmer air, we also have more moisture in the air, and that moisture close to the cold water of the lake, it condenses. The colder air condenses the moisture, and therefore you get the fog. Of course, as the air temperature begins to warm up throughout the day, this will erode from the edges and all of that will give way. But just a cool feature that there's the way it looks on the ground and there's the way it looks from above. Just a cool little feature. All right, so we have the marine layer along the coast. Let's talk about what we're going to see in terms of the wind that we're going to see. I don't expect we'll see anything in the way of strong winds, but I'm going to show you this product that I really like. It's called CanSac, and it does a really good job with winds throughout Northern California. So there's Sacramento County. Here's the Sierra, and if you look at this is this afternoon, early this afternoon. Here's this onshore flow, that area right there in Solano County. And as we go through the afternoon and evening, that onshore flow picks up a little bit. This is around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that. And as you can see, we clearly have flow coming into the valley. Southwest wind in Sacramento County, northwest wind in San Joaquin and Stanislaus. Either way, you saw the marine layer on the coast, and now you see the colder air from that getting spread inland, which is why afternoon temperatures today will stay somewhat cooler than what we had over the weekend. Not that that wind stays all that strong. As a matter of fact, by early tomorrow morning, that wind goes flat. And then tomorrow, for a little while, it looks as though we may even have a north wind. So it's not a very strong wind, but it shuts down the delta breeze during the day tomorrow, which is likely why Tuesday will be a slightly warmer day until the delta breeze comes back again late in the afternoon and evening. So that's the kind of fluctuation we're going to be seeing from day to day over the course of this week, as the overall weather pattern just isn't going to be changing all that much. Here's the little low that we had go by the area yesterday and provide those afternoon thunderstorms in the Sierra. I don't think we'll see that again today. So that low lifts out, and what we'll see over the next couple of days is an increase in this ridging. And here comes that ridging as we get into the day on Tuesday. But it's not a very big ridge. But what you just see here is that the overall pattern doesn't change much. Troughing off the coast, ridging over the west coast, and it stays relatively quiet. So that's why our weather every day will just kind of depend on that delta breeze, but that'll generally keep temperatures in the valley this week anywhere between about 88 and 94. Every day will just kind of depend on the strength of the delta breeze. And no sign of any rain. We may get back into some afternoon thunderstorms by the weekend in the high Sierra. All right, so as we talk about this warmer weather, here's what the Merced River is going to do this week. So this is the Merced River in Yosemite at Pajono Bridge. And right now it's at 9.3 feet. Flood stage is this red line at 10 feet. And as you can see, the forecast is for this river to be well above flood stage as we go through the week. This is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This morning, the folks in Yosemite said that some of the campgrounds up by Happy Isle are closed. and up the areas toward housekeeping. They said that later on today they'll make an announcement about the rest of the valley. If this forecast holds, then this would flood the roads in Yosemite, South Side and North Side Drive. So look for that announcement later on today for a possible closure of the Yosemite Valley later on this week and maybe extending into next weekend. This is the forecast for Friday, 13 feet. That's well above the flood stage of 10 feet and plenty enough to cause flooding. Keep in mind, this is a forecast, not a fact. Last time we did this a couple of weeks ago, the forecast didn't quite make it to flood stage, and we did have that closure. But this definitely looks as though it's going to be a more pronounced snowmelt as we go through this week, meaning that there's probably a better chance that we'll have that announcement of a full Yosemite Valley closure as we head toward maybe as early as Tuesday or Wednesday. So look for that announcement to come out later on today. That's everything I've got for you this morning. I will be on KCRA tonight at 4, 5, 6, 7, and 11, and on KQCA at 10 o'clock tonight at later on. So like I said, that's everything I've got for you. Make it a great looking day. I'll talk to you later.